From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's voice briefing. It's Friday, November 17th, 2023.
For the Detroit Free Press Autos team, I'm Jamie LaRoe. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett has dumped all his stock in General Motors. His company, Berkshire Hathaway, filed documents with the government Tuesday that showed all of Berkshire's U.S.-listed stock holdings as of September 30th, and GM was no longer listed among them. The company did not state a reason for selling its stake, and GM declined to comment on it. But analysts have varying thoughts on whether the sale could signal GM's stock price faces challenges going forward. They agree the move could be due to the uncertainties around GM's transition to electric vehicles and the higher costs the automaker will face from a new agreement with the United Auto Workers. The move is not too surprising, though. In August, Berkshire sold nearly half its stake in GM. It had retained about 22 million shares in June, the end of the second quarter, reporting its stake in GM totaled about $848 million at that time. Buffett, who turned 93 in August, has been loyal to Detroit car makers over the years, having driven a Lincoln Town Car and then later Cadillac cars.
I'm Jenna Prestininsi for the Detroit Free Press. Pop culture references dominate among pet names this year, a new ranking finds. The annual Rover.com report tracked trends in dog and cat names in Detroit and nationwide for 2023. Local legends maintain their hold on the city's pet owners, with rapper Eminem and the Detroit auto industry leading local pet name trends. Eminem-inspired names are on the rise in Detroit, with Eminem up 131%, Shady up 43%, and Slim up 34%. Detroit is up 93%, and Motor is up 47%, in a nod to the Motor City. Nationally, music, film, technology, food, and more rank popular among pet names. From Taylor Swift to Elon Musk and Barbie and beyond, pet owners draw from this year's cultural trends when naming their cats and dogs. To learn more, visit freep.com.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department. Thanks to a Freedom of Information Act filing we did here at the Free Press, we now know that the University of Michigan has no record of any expense filing by former staff member Connor Stalions, the alleged ringleader in the Michigan sign-stealing scandal. Now, as you may remember, Stalions has been accused of buying tickets to roughly 35 college football games and handing those tickets out to accomplices to attend games and film opposing sidelines. But according to Michigan, there is no official record of Stalions filing any type of expense report for the thousands of dollars he allegedly spent buying those tickets. Stalions reportedly made roughly $55,000 a year, so the money he spent on those games would have taken a big chunk out of his salary. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean that the scheme didn't happen or even that Stalions wasn't reimbursed. The Big Ten Conference said Friday the NCAA provided them with evidence that Stalions did in fact purchase the tickets. So this latest news just means he definitely didn't do it through official U of M channels, which actually could be important for Michigan and Jim Harbaugh's defense, at least in the short term. Stalions was initially suspended with pay back in October when the story first broke, and then resigned on November 3rd, saying he didn't want to be a distraction and would continue cheering the team on. Now, all of this is happening as Harbaugh and the Michigan brass prepare for a court appearance on Friday to try and temporarily block a 3-game suspension Harbaugh was handed at the end of last week. Needless to say, there is seemingly never a slow news day this football season in Ann Arbor.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend, and you'll hear more from us Monday.